I mean, I'll be the message be about some team being a say.
Sparta Rotterdam.
Rotterdam. Yeah.
Only 15 out.
Wow.
And Sparta Rotterdam this season can lose with feeder. So that was the only code. In fact, a management me and that. And the seems make catch was say yes and the good thing about your code is because they be say best say about last minute.
Okay, but who need you know? Say a friend, Richard Answer.
Yeah.
I said, good morning, Mr. Richard. How are you and your crew? Please tell Fifi, Sparta Rotterdam Warriors yesterday, but more of him. We are with you.
Yeah, and then your China weekend area, you painting.
Okay.
Sending me na me kobobo. Se me kobobo na ka Barcelona ne Sparta Rotterdam.
Pe
half time me buy na Barca and Shebi. Na me so Barca dey. Se me train Rotterdam. Na Rotterdam share one. Rotterdam share one na Richardo. Me do fie me check Barca dey no kwa Barca share 2-0. Me say any agbena. Say na you try Rotterdam.
As Anka boys first car.
You are ready, but of course. You for Tuesday and Wednesday, you know. You be Real Madrid Friday. No
betting the OTS, yeah. I know normal. Yeah. There be an abidi.
Aye.
So then, I'm going to try your home kakra. Real Madrid.
Rich. I think say before I'll be Madrid and Comono, you have to understand the kind of club Madrid is, and to be very honest. You also have to understand, say, there's a lot of evolution here also. Yeah. The football near born 10 years ago, even Madrid themselves, all the moves can be brain. Look at the kind of signings that Madrid have done. In fact, in terms of permanent signings, apart from Ada Güler, any Kylian Mbappe, any Franco Mastantuono, most of the major players that have come to Madrid have been free. So you take the Heights in last season, killing them. Unless it's very important for them, they need to pay money to go and buy. Because only in the transfer markets number be a little bit tactical, for want of a better word. Because you could player with so penal or wow or wow, and you can make a lot of mistakes. Oh, Rich, ube team who player be team no born on bornable, but about team enfa. Sometimes it doesn't mean the sporting director is bad. Sometimes it doesn't mean the coach is bad. Even things like adaptability, settling in the club. Man. Madrid was centre back with Jacob Ramon, young boy, which ended AC Milan versus Como. And this season for Como, Jacob Ramon has been solid. But that Madrid is from the Castilla, in fact. So a lot of factors go into how players settle in clubs. And things have changed in football. Which, to be very honest, I think that today, so a club na say by force you want to impose on coaches. Say coaching their club ne pe kitia, you will not succeed. Whilst also say we a coach na say also pay 100% autonomy, you will not succeed. I think that in the modern game today, you need to be very collaborative to succeed. Yeah, I see a lot of outlets linking Jurgen Klopp to the Madrid job. I don't see it happening. Because Rich, Jurgen demands certain things to be done for him. It can't be like you say, he walks into the dressing room and at Madrid, you are saying that he has to always fan and then water down the ego of Mbappe, any Vinicius Jr., any Thibaut Courtois, any one, all of the Galacticos of the Madrid team. Nah, Jurgen and yes, I did. Even Thomas Tuchel won't do that. But like I'm saying, Jurgen Suka, he's going down that tunnel where it has to be just about he alone as a manager. He may not succeed at Madrid. Because like you always say, coach, niaube or tactical board or so niaube whatever you do, it comes down to the players making sure it is done on the field of play. So you need to be collaborative. First,
so sometimes me feel say,
yeah.
It depends on who team the game now be. But because I want Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Now one kasa now what you say look. Problem no say you coaching ko. But players also are on side of the issues.
Yeah.
Ebini dia players ego.
Yeah.
Mbappe no Vinicius no. Sometimes unya coaches on betimi atemu.
That is why I'm saying that you need a collaborative coach. The fact say when you deal with my team players no. And no interest say analyst and a data person because a coach. Formation obviously at the bomb match data wise it won't help us. You also not listen. Maybe our own fact. The decision 100% rests with you because when you're better, but you listen, and that's the word collaborative. It takes us back to the report about Enzo Maresca and Chelsea. Rich, the report was that yes, Maresca go per man but 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Maresca is about 70 minutes. On your doctor. So it has to be collaborative. Yes.
As well be a compliment.
Yes, to be a compliment each other.
Yeah.
Rich, it is the reason why even in Barca's distress moment, they would succeed to an extent. Because have you not seen the famous pictures of every time Deco and Hansi it afflicts sitting now almost say more planning players on better? It is if you go on the internet, it's always there. Barca they want to buy this. And you see, Hansi it afflict walked into the Barcelona team knowing that this is a club at Eniska. So he has to understand that club needs to mean certain kind of players in Manosha. Right back, almost Joao Cancelo there. Then they've marketed it that Joao Cancelo is versatile, can play on the left and right. Joao Cancelo doesn't even play at Al Hilal. Ronnie Badji, from where nobody really was interested in Ronnie Badji.
Barcelona then is Cancelo.
In America, but Sikasemi Muromanya coach of your Marseille. And result in America, so the two parties understand each other.
And for example, Ebia Dachi Biano, said the entity say Bia, Real Madrid Jumano, Jacking Club, it question, and now so more pressure in club. Omumi, Obien to me. And now, okay, let me put it this way. Now, to say the Awokano, Jacking Club were straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Madrid is soon to me, okay. Now, the problem with Real Madrid, no, you won't say a problem to do on air players. And here, coach, yeah, few so oba, obey me at me a players, no. And whatever, ABA Real Madrid, Yane, Jagan Club, Diano, answer that entirely.
Yeah, so everybody has to give.
I didn't think that Yemi no. Yan to say, look, now, a quiet person, the Real Madrid, the first one, Yane Jagan Club and Tenassi. This is the way I in the person.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's
exactly what I'm saying. Who your coach in today's modern game, and that's I don't want to just use Madrid as an example. Team Biawoon, it has to be a coach that's one. You need a tactical astuteness. They're very important because at the highest level, one being where you will be exposed. That is why I don't agree with people that constantly say that Zinedine Zidane, he wasn't tactically top. He was top. You can't win to repeat without his tactical acumen. Oh boy. Even if someone knows near his backroom staff, there was somebody in there, no, you're top in terms of game management, game preparation, game analytics, and who was top in that regard. Carlo Ancelotti was saying, maybe it wasn't for Carlo, maybe Carlo was more focused. That's why in these days, the coaches, almost Kasebia, they talk about their staff. They talk about their staff, backroom staff, because I know there is somebody, a Jumani Achichemo. You will be all man. Najuma in the backroom staff as a coach is to be a unifier. Into only the say. Throughout the team, the players, what have you, Onona constantly, he is the cohesive force between the various units. Into a car, so okay, medical department for say, oh, senior, I want to say, no, Casa, oh, kitchen for no, and the as coaches, the GD says a boy, the pizza bibria, and by how much you reduce cheese, that's the cohesive person in the coaching staff. There's a tactical person. From my experience, usually the tactical people are very quiet. When you talk about Zach Lowy, who was in the backroom staff of Thomas Tuchel, you never hear Zach Lowy speaking. Zach Lowy say Thomas Tuchel in chain. And they be or she screen about also. We talk about Walker from Maresca's backroom. When Lilo Mo were with Pep Guardiola, they were the tactical people. Whilst on the touchline, the main guys who do the coaching. Current Parma coach, Cuesta, he was in the backroom staff of Mikel Arteta. He was a 27-year-old at the time. On another tactical brain, especially in game. When other people will be in charge of set plays and all of those things. That is the thing. It's very important.
And they say, Madrid, I'm going to coach me.
Oh, maybe the Makase in the summer, Madrid will get a German manager. You do some money, yeah. Because I think either of the German job or the English job, one of them, Ombejai, Thomas Tuchel or Hulai Nagelsmann will leave. I'm not too certain if Jurgen Klopp will leave the Red Bull job. No. to come back. I doubt Jurgen Klopp would want to come and take a full-time management to beam after all he said. But of course, Nipa. I've seen players on Makasa who yeah mobile team with the young Koyempe Adechino or Kitomo Jesse say this is my dream club. So I don't want to rule that out. But then I expect it's either going to be Thomas Tuchel or going to be Julian Nagelsmann.
Okay.
And so when you're Thomas Tuchel, I think that Tuchel can take Madrid there. Or tactically flexible, his experience, and or somebody who embodies Madrid. He knows the right things to see at the right time. And I think that he will help Madrid if he's able to get there.
Ayala, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I want to say.
Oh, Nyamiado, me hoya pa.
Ye di Madrid in Comono. Coach Ben now who say Madrid in Cofano after Barra.
Real Madrid. Okay. Momini can kasa say we answer. Me a Basani, okay. The only coach Madrid nya me yembeshme will be Klopp. He's the only manager I pray Madrid don't get. He's too good. And I don't know the details of how he does it. But Obatimbiemwa, he is able to convince the team to be his team. Bibia Wongumbia. Nhyira fan. A coin of almost structure, almost training grounds. Club about team Rich, it's not just about Nejuma Obaye and the human resource. Even infrastructure wise, he will convince you to change one or two things to fit. He did it at Liverpool. He had done it at Mainz or Dortmund. And Klopp also yes, our managers in Libya. I think say it is not too much about play and a ball. There are some things also who will play anymore. So or you convinced it is enough. Into club there, me vampire say Real Madrid and go find him back. I'm going to find about there. Then just imagine how big and great Madrid is. So almost had the club back on one. And they said they already petrol now the jazz some no. Be too powerful. They'll be too strong for any competitor. Anybody around Europe. Over bre papa. And club will quite offer so on any team be spirit. If you don't club carry Madrid will be too complete. And when Madrid are completer, nobody can stop them. For Madrid not to enjoy monopoly of European football, and Yamen Kobian come on here Mompire say they don't get club. Rich. The last two managers are Madrid Enyano. Our Mapamu. I'm at the conversation of when the next permanent manager or ideal for Real Madrid. Conversation here complicated kakra. And it's America. There are two case studies. Ancelotti, Xabi Alonso. Ancelotti is more of a man manager. Or no one kasa or aura. Ne personality ensure obi ebuno. On kasa bebre. Why very very successful on the job ama. Or rather say room biana. You accord him maximum respect. Enti mekai Ancelotti time. And Real Madrid announced say Kylian Mbappe was coming. Media share was that hey Mbappe ye nimuno any the way I was zooming himself as a poster boy. Real Madrid already a poster boy in Vini. As that time and FIFA best player. Can they coexist in the team? And before more it is Ancelotti at the reins. Forget about man management and chaotic situation our dressing room war. He will manage it, and he did. Got the best out of the players now on Real Madrid. But Rich, at the end of my Real Madrid Ancelotti, it wasn't anything personal. So a Lucy dressing room and I say player be my mama and Betty so now the players are too much power book coaching you. No. Hansi Flick by Madrid said they needed someone more than just a man manager. Because Hansi Flick is beating Carlo Ancelotti to tactics. And the Real Madrid ko Epamo Ancelotti Omodi Xabi Alonso by me boy. Alonso came in offering something different. On only the young man manager, Rich. Nidia no eye. He is the new school. Tactical flexibility. Obama players, and baby also mujina. Also more pressing. Also more passing ye. Also more penetrating. Also more expansive football. Xabi Alonso was all about that. What he has done with Bayern for Leverkusen, the tactical argument, and he say Real Madrid ko fane bar with the players you way say otimi etini omu into a structure no mutimi bar ebe Rich or starting a human 7.5 months, then we come back and say on your good man manager yapamano. Now on your good man manager Tino, even the tactics ninti e ko fa ne ba no when timi install it at the end with team. And Rich, this baby Real Madrid free man will guide you as to who you suggest someone cover. It means say Real Madrid will need one person who is a combination of Ancelotti and Xabi Alonso. Well respected, very good with man management, but tactically too, he's there. Because Rich, in Semawake, don't you see that in Hansi Flick? Yeah. Well respected, man management, super. Because he is the father of the team. But about tactics and so on, you see it clearly. And the premise has been drawn. Now, you use the premise and you scan through Europe. Why and there was our balance? Good man manager, astute tactician. Rich, one way that's a worker said, oh yes, short list of Obia or tickets our box we are. Then it will mean say I was a Real Madrid in Sako Kumbi. No fun. If it's a certain situation. Because Obia was see on top of my mind. Apart from Klopp. On said that any team or coach here or ticket these boxes. And even with Klopp Crano, he's the director of football for the Red Bull franchise. It's bigger than a coach. And Red Bull for look from Salzburg to RB Leipzig. Rich, do you know what they do? It is a big football consortium. Let's own clubs around Europe. Let's build some academies around Europe and South America and Africa. And all that we do is we identify talents in football, develop them, give them opportunity at your clubs. Your get trophies along those lines with our clubs are fine. But a major focus. Your major focus and say you be developing football talent at the top level, refined level. Now you're torn. And the amount almost so called over there. Obsessed with superstars and trophies. And the Red Bull franchise is so profitable. Say they can keep Klopp for 200 years. They will pay him. They are rich people, very rich consortium. Rich. Obi about 3 man.
The Obama team is possible.
And possible.
A bam team na na me am say
Rich Real Madrid, everything is possible.
Pep Guardiola. True Barcelona person.
Okay.
A bam team na am say. It is SM yin in them emfa. Because on there, or take boxes in me na. Tactically he's there. He's well respected.
Of course.
See, but where Barcelona ni.
Okay. I never knew some people did that. Rich, okay. Any people.
So where Europe? Why? Arsenal, Wenger, well respected, sir.
Yes,
sir.
But Wenger is out of coaching.
No, me can't. The Ebedian as Wenger. Arteta.
Respected.
Tactically he's good, but oye sa coaches na Mbappe huna tali coach we dey mean to me
now you see you've introduced this very very good caveat Rich, you can't respect her. And it's not about age. And it is not about too much of longevity. Say, what shall we do? Why, yeah, do you check and come with you? Sometimes, Rich, to command respect comes along with one, your personality, and two, how you carry out your work. Rich, since the Arteta called Arsenal, there've not been any, unless I be a referee, any situation of disrespect to Arsenal. But do you know, say, there was element of disrespect when Unai Emery was at Arsenal with Aubameyang. And ka odi for Unai Emery gina ho. Nefa Mikel Arteta gina ho. Which wine and kwa ujiri say o red dressing room players no respect or ye penny or ye jumana che. He has won trophies, big ones.
Now the current Arsenal, Galacticos
Rich. It is not about Galacticos umko. You can see about how you Rich. Oh, this Arsenal team say if they decide to be stubborn, they can be stubborn. They can. It is how you tame them as a manager. And you know, Real Madrid players, you know, Edino Susoche Arsenal, you know. They will have more ego than Arsenal, you know. The Real Madrid, omo frying pan omo de chia, you know. A being a share within Namunituma, a bear chill chain Arsenal, you know, me. But I'm saying, say, the respect in common, you know, and yet wine a penny. And you can even come down to the Artetas, but still can give strong evidence, say, they can walk into that dressing room and still command the respect from the commander. Rich, how old is Zizou? And a dear and our complex will coach him to walk into that Real Madrid dressing room and command the respect.
Maybe and carry as a player.
You get it?
Nemo, yeah.
What you say?
We need a World Cup.
But aside Bibiano, Rich, you could clearly see, say, Zizou come in with some calm aura. Into Ompeka he know how to get the respect out of the dressing room. Anything for you to disrespect him. Unim. Mijiri say one of Real Madrid options, Rich, currently will be to convince Zizou to forget about the French national team ambition and come back to Real Madrid. Says Zizou, he will not have problem with Kylian Mbappe. The French connection will be there. And Zizou, Rich, Vinicius. Oh, come on. Vinicius will never disrespect Zizou. And for me, he is my first option. Was I a Jumani Bida? True and true Madridista. He knows every corner. On him, you are in the past on your success. He will follow through the same. Fifi we a strong advocate for Tuchel. He take the boxes. He take. Unimadi ama me respect Tuchel pa. During the transition of Roman Abramovich, or one interview be no say club no kwa him to the extent say also no adesikafa Costa Bars crowd mom call matches are he's ready to do it. Do you know what that means? He's trying to tell them, look, these boys, I have them as family members. And so I catch the situation in a womb. Near before my will follow through. So Tuchel, our nice man management. He come across like a nice man. And tactically, he's there. Rich, Nagelsmann mono. Nagelsmann will give you tactically good. But me too sure of the man management. I don't have a huge record on say he's able to make sure say Obia very okay the communication to the players or dressing room very very okay. It's a Real Madrid options also.
Okay.
And I just hope say can our system you know Rich, they will have to go head hunt and they will have to hit a certain team, whether a national team or a club, to get the sort of manager or mobile na mamin 2-2. You know him,
Aston Villa.
To Real Madrid.
Kenya bad.
Enzo Maresca.
Enzo. Only did it into a bit of Madrid. From Juno Press, Mukase, you pay na chairman zone pa. Uncle for problem, mama. Your coach's names are now hard in Kakra.
Onion too much when the suggestions be me brea. And the end found.
Me feel says Zizu DNA.
Zizu, yeah.
At least I know who I am. Players respect him. Tactically, maybe on Jeden and take a box. But I mean, coach ultimately Real Madrid 3-4 Champions League there.
My only problem with you, okay, but you know my problem with Arsenal, there was a language barrier. He's a Spanish. Okay. Of course, me any problem.
Yeah. Okay. But before I bet to us, no.